Imagine a world where the most talked about tech mogul, a man who sent cars into space and dreams of colonizing Mars, is suddenly thrust into the spotlight for a very different reason. This isn't a story about rockets or electric cars, but about peace, free speech, and the complex web of global recognition. Welcome to the unexpected saga of Elon Musk and the Nobel Peace Prize. Picture this. It's a crisp January morning in 2025, and the world wakes up to a surprising headline. Elon Musk, the maverick CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, has been proposed for nomination for the Nobel Peace Prize. The news spreads like wildfire across social media platforms, including X, formerly known as Twitter, the very platform Musk controversially acquired back in 2022. But before the world can fully process this information, Musk himself responds with a characteristically blunt tweet, "I don't want any prizes." Now let's take a step back and consider the magnitude of this moment. The Nobel Peace Prize is one of the most prestigious awards on the planet, a recognition that has been bestowed upon figures like Martin Luther King Jr., Mother Teresa, and Nelson Mandela. It's an accolade that many world leaders and humanitarians dream of, but few ever come close to achieving. And here's Elon Musk, the world's richest person with an estimated net worth of $427 billion, seemingly brushing it off like lint on his collar. But why? To understand this, we need to dive into the intriguing backstory of this nomination proposal. It all started with Branko Grims, a member of the European Parliament. Grims put forward Musk's name to the Norwegian Nobel Committee, citing a rather unconventional reason: Musk's consistent support for the fundamental human right of freedom of speech, and thus for peace. Now, if you're scratching your head wondering how free speech ties into peace, you're not alone. This nomination has sparked a firestorm of debate online, with supporters and critics alike weighing in on the validity of such a justification. To truly grasp the significance of this, we need to rewind to 2022, when Musk made waves by acquiring Twitter in a $44 billion deal. At the time, Musk framed his takeover of the social media giant as a crusade for free speech. He criticized what he saw as excessive content moderation, and promised to turn Twitter into a digital town square where all voices could be heard. This move was celebrated by some as a victory for freedom of expression, while others warned of the potential dangers of a more loosely moderated platform. Fast forward to 2025, and it seems Grims views Musk's actions as nothing short of revolutionary, worthy of the same prize given to those who've brokered peace treaties and fought against oppression. It's a perspective that has ignited intense discussions about the nature of peace in the digital age. Can fostering free speech online truly be equated with promoting global peace? It's a question that's forcing us to reconsider the very definition of peacemaking in our interconnected world. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's crucial to understand that at this point, Musk is not an official nominee for the Nobel Peace Prize. The process is far more complex than a single proposal. The Norwegian Nobel Committee will review all submissions and select preliminary candidates in February. From there, it's a long road of deliberation and vetting that won't conclude until October 2025. So while Musk's name is in the hat, so to speak, he's far from being a confirmed contender. This brings us back to Musk's swift and decisive rejection of the potential honor. "I don't want any prizes," he declared, a statement that's both simple and profoundly revealing. For those who've followed Musk's career, this response isn't entirely surprising. The tech entrepreneur has a long-standing pattern of dismissing formal recognition for his work. It's as if accolades are mere distractions from his grander visions. And what visions they are. Musk's portfolio of companies reads like a sci-fi novel come to life. There's Tesla, revolutionizing the automotive industry with electric vehicles. SpaceX is pushing the boundaries of space exploration, with its eyes set on Mars. Neuralink is delving into the realm of brain-computer interfaces, while XAI is tackling the complex field of artificial intelligence. For Musk, these ventures aren't just businesses, they're missions to reshape humanity's future. In this context, Musk's rejection of the Nobel Peace Prize nomination takes on a different light. It's not just about humility or disdain for recognition. Instead, it seems to stem from a laser focus on his work and the impact he believes it can have on the world. In Musk's mind, the true prize isn't a medal or a ceremony in Oslo, but the realization of his technological dreams and their potential to transform society. This attitude raises intriguing questions about the nature of recognition and achievement in our modern world. In an era where billionaires can wield more influence than some nations, how do we measure and acknowledge contributions to global progress? Is the Nobel Peace Prize, with its storied history and rigorous selection process, still the ultimate benchmark for recognizing efforts towards peace and human advancement? The public reaction to Musk's nomination and subsequent rejection has been as diverse and polarized as opinions on the man himself. Some view the proposal as a refreshing acknowledgement of the role technology and free speech play in fostering global understanding. They argue that in a world increasingly shaped by digital interactions, championing online freedom of expression is indeed a form of peacemaking. Critics, however, are quick to point out the controversies that have surrounded Musk's tenure at X. They question whether his approach to content moderation truly promotes peace, or if it potentially amplifies division and misinformation. Some have drawn parallels to past controversial Nobel Peace Prize nominations, using this as an opportunity to critique the selection process itself. Interestingly, Musk's rejection has sparked a separate debate about the role of humility and self-promotion in leadership. Some applaud his dismissal of the nomination as a sign of genuine commitment to his work, rather than a desire for accolades. Others see it as a missed opportunity to bring attention to causes he claims to champion, like free speech and technological innovation. As we ponder these questions, it's worth considering the broader implications of this event. Musk's nomination and rejection have thrust the Nobel Peace Prize into the spotlight, prompting discussions about its relevance in the 21st century. Should the prize evolve to recognize new forms of peacemaking in our digital age, or should it hold fast to its traditional criteria? Moreover, this incident highlights the growing influence of tech leaders in shaping global narratives and policies. Whether we agree with Musk's methods or not, it's undeniable that his actions, from acquiring social media platforms to launching satellites, have far-reaching consequences that extend beyond the realm of business. As we look to the future, the Musk Nobel saga serves as a fascinating case study in the intersection of technology, free speech, and global recognition. It challenges us to reconsider our definitions of peace, progress, and worthy achievement. In a world where a tweet can spark international incidents and algorithms shape public discourse, perhaps it's time to broaden our understanding of what constitutes work towards peace. Ultimately, whether Elon Musk ever stands on the stage in Oslo to accept a Nobel Peace Prize seems almost beside the point. His response to this nomination has already sparked a global conversation about the nature of influence, the responsibility of tech leaders, and the evolving landscape of human achievement. And in doing so, it may have inadvertently contributed to the very dialogue and reflection that the Nobel Prize seeks to inspire. As we move forward, one thing is clear. The story of Elon Musk and the Nobel Peace Prize is more than just an anecdote about a billionaire turning down an award. It's a mirror reflecting our changing world, challenging us to question our institutions, our values, and our understanding of what it means to work towards a more peaceful global community. In the end, perhaps that reflection is the most valuable prize of all.